With the final season of Stranger Things fast approaching, the kind folks at Netflix gave us the opportunity to speak to none other than the creators themselves, the Duffer Brothers, just to find out what we can expect from this final season. Very nice to meet you both.
Yeah, nice
So
to
nice
meet
to
you,
meet
Nick.
you.
It is truly an honor to meet the both of you. Massive fan creatively of how you've made Stranger Things and created this massive phenomenon in pop culture history.
Thank you.
I just want to ask you, at the end of season 4, you both stated in an interview that for season 5, you were pulling a lot of those big season 2 ideas for the grand finale. Did
Right.
those ideas come to fruition, or did the first shadow alter that a little bit?
No, the first shadow didn't alter anything. In that regard, no, yeah, that remained true. So, and probably when we were talking about season 4, what's interesting is that when we were writing season 4, that was when the pandemic hit. So we had to actually, for the first time ever, in excess of time, and we really broke the story for both 4 and 5 simultaneously. So while we were shooting 4, we knew what 5 was going to be, and yes, when we were developing season 2, we man had a lot of ideas. So we accumulated so many ideas that it actually has taken us 10 years to parse or 7 years to parse them all out. But yeah, a lot of what was originally planned for season 2 does occur in the final season, season 5. So after the show finishes, I can talk about what was originally going to be in season 2.
We can't wait for that. Can't wait to have this whole season finished because heaven knows we are very excited to see how this entire 10-year journey is going to come to an
I
end.
know.
Thank you.
I just want to touch a little bit on the play because
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
the documentary on Netflix is something that heavily excited me because I come from the theater industry.
Oh,
So seeing
amazing.
how you both tried to simultaneously connect the play and season 5 while working on the playwriting process at the same time, is this a process you would ever do again for a future project? And how much of that will we see in this upcoming season from the first shadow?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a challenging uh process just to figure out the right line in terms of how much to reveal in the first shadow, and we wanted them to sort of talk to each other in a way. And the play needed to work on multiple levels and needed to work on its own. If you've seen the show, if you haven't seen the show, it needed to work if you haven't seen season 5 yet, or if you have seen season 5. So the play was quite the tightrope to walk, but I think I would do it again in a million. I mean, I would do it over and over and over again if it was with Stephen Daldry. Because again, this was not this. The first shadow didn't come about because Matt and I were like, "Oh, we really want to play in the Stranger Things world." It was Stephen Daldry coming to us, and he's a genius both in the theater world and in film and TV, and said, "I would love to do a Stranger Things play." And we started hashing out ideas with him, and I think we really gave him the reins to take this world, this universe, and these characters and to bring it on stage. And yeah, I do that again in a heartbeat.
But it's good. Yeah, I mean, they are, as Ross said, in conversation with each other. I think if you have happened to see the play and you're watching season 5,
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see, there is some overlap. There are Easter eggs in there, so it adds a little context and enhances things. But certainly, you don't have to have seen the play. But I think it will be cool for people who have seen it to watch season 5. And I think then if people once they see season 5, I think it will be also cool for them to go and see the play. I think it will work that way as well.
Amazing. Now, I just got one very last quick question to ask you.
Yeah.
Considering that you've never shied away from showcasing your love of pop culture within Stranger Things,
Yeah.
and especially the Back to the Future reference in the upcoming season, is there any part of 80s pop culture that you just had to include in this final season? Otherwise, it didn't feel like a proper end.
Man, I don't know. What have we not paid homage to?
Well, I don't know. I think one thing we just wanted to have an episode that, and we've done it in the past, but we wanted to go all out, which is that so many of these movies that we grew up loving, it was had this trope of booby traps, whether it was Nightmare on Elm Street or Lost Boys or Home Alone, which I know was theoretically 90s, but I think that was a trope that we just wanted to go all out and have as many booby traps as we could in one episode. And so that was something as we were discussing the season, we're like, we've got to do that. And so we were excited to do that one more time this year.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time and
Thank you.
all the best with season 5. Looking
Oh,
forward
thank
to
you
it.
so
man.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you
good to
so
meet
much.
you.
Once again, thank you so much to the kind folks at Netflix for this opportunity. And make sure you check out the final season of Stranger Things with the first volume dropping in Malaysia on November 27th. As always, you can check us out on social media at ClapperCorn on Instagram, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. And as always, I'm Nick Dorian, and keep watching the movies.